G Pro and stuff, so no worries.
And it's gonna be the first DEXA scan, right, guys?
Yes.
Oh, that's really good, man. I can't believe you guys have one done.
Yeah.
I only got an in-body.
I have an body too, but that's it.
It's nothing.
I saw this guy yesterday, pumping hard.
Dog, I met Joey and he's got me fucking pumping.
All right, let's get it. How long have you had the practice?
Now it's been a year and a week.
Okay.
We just made our anniversary, man.
Nice,
It's been
nice.
a great year, so I'm glad that, you know.
And you're from Miami?
Yeah, I'm from Miami, man.
Okay.
I did all my studies in Miami too. So I went to FIU and then I went up to Nova for my master's. And then we founded Cell Deep, man.
Yeah.
So it's been really good.
Yeah.
You see a lot of cool people, a lot of celebrities. I mean, we're in Sunset Harbor. We're in the heart of South Beach, my guy. You know, now you guys are here, you know, and then probably later I'll see you guys at Omega.
Yeah, exactly.
So
We'll be there for sure.
Come on, guys. Let me show you this spot. You're gonna say hi to my team. We have a couple of girls up front.
Okay.
Come on in.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you.
How we doing?
Ryan, nice to meet you. Ryan, nice to meet you.
So these guys are some of the biggest guys at Omega.
No, not me. This guy right here, he's big.
It's chill.
I'd love to see it. Well, we're going to get you guys in a DEXA today. I
Okay.
have a little bit of paperwork for you to do, and if I can have your driver's license, please.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Now let me ask you, why the suit?
That's just our thing. And
This is
at this
the thing.
point, it was the first time last. Thanks.
No, I love it.
I think it's bond. I like it.
It was
Thank you so much.
it was the last stream we did at Omega. I was like, all right, let's do some pattern interruption on the algorithm.
Yeah.
You know, wear a suit to the gym. So now I'm just gonna wear one every time. That was a $3,000 suit. This is a $60 suit. So
Cut the stream.
I fixed it now because
Okay.
this is that Prime Day delivery suit right here.
Nice.
So I don't want to mess that one
So it's funny, the way I met these guys, they were just streaming at Omega, right? And I'm there and I'm lifting and I'm hearing what they're saying. And I'm like, it sounds good. He's talking about, you know, he wants to boost like how people are always so competitive in the gym. He wants to bring people together. He wants people to, you know, work in unison, right? And I'm there and I'm just lifting. I keep hearing it. I'm like, damn, this guy's really cooking over here, you know? So I go over there. I'm like, you know, guys, like, listen, we don't know each other. I have a medical clinic. It has a DEXA scan. I don't know if you guys have ever even done a DEXA scan. If you guys are interested, it's the most up-to-date body scan on the market. Come in, take a visit, and they were like, hell yeah. So now we're here. I'm excited for them. We're gonna see their results, and then if they ever lean, if they bulk, whatever changes you have, that machine's gonna pick up. So usually we have people on 3 months, at 6 months, or a year, whatever it is. They come in, they see their gains. You know what I mean?
So how often should people come? Like you said, 3 to 6 months?
So it depends. I have a lot of people on peptides.
Okay.
Right, so with peptides, let's say you take whatever it is. Cycles are usually 3 months.
Okay.
So I like to bring them in because it's a motivation scan. Right, you're getting to see if you've lost any fat,
Okay.
if you've gained any muscle, and then if you gain, let's say, 6 pounds of muscle, you're gonna be like, where?
Yeah.
And it has the most accurate measurements there. So it's like your arms, your legs, trunk, anywhere. So you get to know if it's working,
Yeah.
whatever it is that you're doing.
So outside of like competitive like bodybuilders and people that are in the fitness industry, who else would you recommend this type of service to?
Oh, just about anybody. Anybody that really just cares about their health. You'd be surprised how many people come in, and especially with, you know, as you get a little older, you start to see things slow down. Right, your metabolism slows down. You put on a couple weights, right, and then you just put it in the backside of your health until you look in the mirror and you're like, that's not good, right? So I like to give people the ability to track their health. You know, like we're starting here. It's gonna be a baseline. Right, obviously not a baseline for you, right? Right, but it's a baseline, and then from there we work. But I want to motivate people to become healthy at the end of the day.
And that's by reducing body fat.
Reducing body fat, ideally sometimes putting on some more muscle mass, you're burning more calories, you know? A lot of people think just because your blood work looks good, right, that you're healthy, right? I have people that are completely like overweight or just unhealthy in whatever they do, but their blood work says they're healthy. That's why we go really comprehensive with everything we do.
Awesome. Yeah, you're absolutely right, because I was listening to a podcast the other day and he was talking about, heart doctor, cardiologist, he was talking about how there's people seem to correlate like not having diabetes to being healthy.
Right,
So just
yeah.
because you don't have diabetes doesn't necessarily
Which is
mean-
ridiculous.
Exactly.
Which is ridiculous.
Exactly. But yeah. So I'm excited. I'm excited.
Ah, let's
I know
get
he's
you going.
excited. He's been talking
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah, I saw him yesterday. Just pumping. Just pumping.
Justin Meyer's been hyping up the DEXA scans for like 6 months now.
Yeah.
Wanting to get it done.
I saw him. He came in like a week or two ago,
Yeah.
and he loved it. He loved it.
Yeah. I think he has another one in January.
Cool.
Not to put his info out there.
Alex, are we good on there?
We just have to get you to sign the consent to your IDs over here.
Cool.
Oh.
How are we doing?
Oh,
Priscilla?
okay.
So I was gonna do it, but I was like, I don't touch people. And I knew it was filming, so I was like, God forbid I mess up the shot.
No, you're good.
So, Jim, I will have
Yes.
you-
Okay.
So usually we would go through and do a medical history.
Yes.
To give you kind of an idea, and especially it helps him kind of know, what your
Yeah,
goals
yeah,
are.
yeah.
I'm not gonna do
Yeah.
that since it's a bit of a time
Understand.
consumer.
Right there.
But this is just a consent for DEXA, saying that you allow us to give you your name, date, and your signature, please.
All right.
No, that was left.
Blue at the bottom of the paper, it should say. You should have that number somewhere down there. 25th.
Thank you.
I always have to go look to that box.
The lifestyle we live, we don't even know what the age is.
I know, life's moving fast.
Not too fast though. Not too fast.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, Ryan, I'll have you go next. Same thing, I will do medical history. There you go. And just have to do name, date, and signature, please.
What's the most popular service here?
It kind of depends. I would say a lot of people do the DEXA, but our
Okay.
baseline is really popular just because so many people, there's nobody who shouldn't know what the baseline is.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
Also IVs, just because they're super awesome.
Yeah, what do you think about IVs?
I've never
Never
tried
done
it.
one?
Yeah.
I like the B12 one. Tasted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You get it right here, and then you taste vitamin B12 in your mouth.
If you guys are at all interested, we do intramuscular B12 as well. We can give you guys one today.
Yeah, I'm like allergic to needles.
Oh.
Like I'm so like
You're so good.
I'm not afraid of anything in life, but that right there.
No, you're telling me I jumped out of a plane. I'm more scared of
Yeah,
needles.
exactly.
All right, if you guys want to follow me, I'll take you guys back.
Okay.
And I'll hand you guys off to Julian.
More than welcome to. Right next door is our DEXA scan, so we're
Ah.
gonna go in there.
Okay.
Alright. Now the real question is, who's going first?
Well, he can go first.
You
want me to go
Yeah,
first?
Yes, you
It's
can go
completely
first.
up to you guys. All right.
I'm
So, he's the guinea pig, huh?
Here we go.
All right. So sit down.
Let me know if I'm ever in your way.
Oh my God, you're
if you want,
fine, please.
You can take off the shoes.
I'm in the way.
And
Michael, get in here.
we're gonna take off shoes, take off the suit, and I'll start putting in some information for you.
Come on in here if you want to get a little closer.
I'm okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
All right, Ryan. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. The first thing we're gonna do is take your height and weight. All right.
Okay.
All right. So,
Yeah, it's gonna be straight to your right, the first door right there. Yeah, you're welcome.
and then your birthday is 6/18/2001, right?
That's right.
Glasses for me.
All right, we ready? We're excited.
ready.
All right, you're doing it with the
Let's do it.
glasses, huh?
I'm ready.
Okay, we're actually gonna go right through there. So Priscilla, we're gonna get your height. The whole world's gonna know your height.
Okay. Throw my stuff in my shoe. Come in. Okay.
Come in here. You're gonna look at the waterfall. Get nice and zen. All right, brother. How tall are we?
6'1", 2'5".
Close enough. up. All right, hop off. You'll see what I'm looking at.
I'm 6 foot flat.
Yeah.
Wow.
Cut that out. Cut that out. Put on shoes. You'll be fine. All right, so you hop on here. Go ahead.
Here, baby. This is my weight.
This is your weight. That's all it is. All right, you don't have to do anything. 6 foot and a 200 pounder.
Yeah.
6 foot, 200 pounds. All right.
Let's go.
All right. So, 72 and 200 pounds. All right. Well, all you're gonna do, my friend, you're gonna lie down. Your head's gonna be up here. Your feet are gonna be down there. And I'm gonna position you, so just lie down and we'll go from there. Nothing's happening yet, so just relax.
Oh boy.
You're gonna do me a favor. You're gonna put your feet together. Let's do this. Oh, let's take off the whoop, by the way. I got you. And other than that, keep the arms nice and tucked, just like this. More tucked. There you go. Perfect. All right, ready?
Yes, sir.
I've never had someone do it with glasses on, but let's see how it goes.
Okay.
You'll be fine. So the way it's gonna work, it's gonna take around 2 minutes. It's gonna go all the way from head to toe, and it's gonna measure everything. Everything from muscle mass, subcutaneous fat. So we'll see where you're at. Ryan, you can breathe, brother. I'm breathing.
Oh man.
You can breathe, brother. You can speak also. It's okay. Just don't move. All right.
What is it? What is this? Like X-ray?
Yeah, it's 1/10 of a chest X-ray though, so it's very, very limited radiation. That means everyone in this room is pretty much safe.
I think I feel it in my chest chakra.
Oh. Well, that's a first. That's a first.
Going
And I-
lower.
The cool thing is you can see as it scans through him.
Getting near the Krispy Kreme.
So how do you enjoy know each other?
Joe and I met when I moved here a couple months ago into Brickell,
Okay. Where'd you move from?
North Carolina.
Oh, beautiful.
So, I went to school at UNC, so I know tons of people who are doing biology and pre-med.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I met Joe in Brickell, we lived in the same building. Our units were actually right across from each other, and the security at the building introduced us randomly in the lobby. And I heard, I followed Joe on Instagram, and I saw how much he was talking about longevity and anti-aging. And from there, I met a lot of people in Miami who were talking about the similar topics, but not like how Joe was doing it in a very non-gimmicky, very clear, authentic way, and he has the results clearly. So we just started. I told him I want to help you make content and share your passion with the world. So
And you've always made content, or is this kind of a?
yeah, I started off working at a gym about 7 years ago, and bought a camera with like everything I was making at that job. Went to LA, was doing music videos, and then I started shooting content for brands. From there, I launched some of my own companies. And then I still now, like, if I find some other brand or person that has a lot of passion I resonate with, and I see a vision, I'll naturally just want to shoot films for them. So I would say, though, probably all my life.
Cool, man.
Shoot
Awesome.
content.
Awesome.
Not like this.
Yeah.
This is This is awesome. This is the best content right here. How was did you do like a residency?
No, so the way it works is I went through essentially pre-med. So I
Yep.
graduated pre-med from FIU. And then in the beginning, I wanted to do physical therapy, right? Because when I was young, I wanted to save Dwayne Wade's knee, okay? Because I am a Miami Heat fan, and I was going to save that man, and he was going to win multiple championships because of me. That was the goal.
Nice.
And then I shadowed a couple of physical therapists, and I was dealing with 85 and 90-year-olds that couldn't move their shoulders, and it wasn't for me. So then I turned medical, and I switched over. I went to Nova PA school, and then that's where I completed essentially all my medical studies. So I graduated. I was in the ER. I was in the urgent cares. Then I became like a concierge doc. So I would just be going around Brickell, around Miami, around Broward, seeing just different people. So I joke around, but it's really like I was like Batman. So if you would open my trunk, I'd have a case, like massive case, and if you open it, you had laceration trays just in case you have a cut. You have IVs, you have nebulizers, you have all types of drugs, like in terms of like, you name it, I had it. But it was really cool because I met a lot of awesome people. You know, I was meeting a lot of cool celebrities, just a lot of like-minded people.
Yeah.
And in medicine, people are vulnerable. You just finished, by the way.
All right.
All right, so let me get you out of here, and then let's do some analysis. You're all done, though.
All right.
How do you feel?
I feel great.
You feel good? All right.
All right, Joe.
Well, give me a
It's your
second.
turn. Okay.
Give me a second. So this is you, brother. I don't know if you've ever seen yourself in this lens. Now, we're printing
Wow.
out all the results, and all the results get essentially printed out and given to you immediately,
Okay.
right? And at the same time,
That's me right there.
that is a...
That's the inside of my body. It's not yet electronical. We're working on it. I'm trying to. I will absolutely take a Neuralink service, brain implant chip.
You know what's
Whenever it
interesting?
becomes
You know what's
available.
interesting? My roommate is a quadriplegic.
Okay.
My roommate used to be a world-class jiu-jitsu athlete, traveled all around the world, and accidentally, when he was training for the Worlds in Abu Dhabi, a man accidentally slammed on his neck.
Oh my gosh.
He has no hands and no feet, essentially. Now, I watched that guy go from like a 200-pound, like insane athlete in jiu-jitsu to a vegetable in 2 months because there's no pressure,
Yeah.
right? Now that same man is trying out for the USA wheelchair rugby Paralympic
Let's
team.
go.
All right.
Let's
so
go.
just so you have an idea of mindset, what it can do for you.
Absolutely.
So there's no excuse to be unhealthy. You know,
Yeah.
really, people aren't aware of how much damage you're doing to themselves. You go past at McDonald's at 3 a.m.,
Mm-mm.
it's loaded. You know.
Back
There's just-
home we have cookout. Some of my boys are watching. We got cookout. That's what we do at 3, 4 in the morning when we're in high school and stuff. And inflammation is what I feel is like my biggest culprit here.
Mhm.
And led to what I was telling Joe about earlier about insulin resistance.
Yeah, so that's something we measure. That's
Okay.
something that we measure, like in blood work, because
Uh-huh.
a lot of times the insulin resistance itself stems from visceral fat, right? Because listen, I have guys that come in their 50s and 60s, and this is a sad truth, right? We're in Sunset Harbor, we're in one of the nicest areas in the world, okay? They come in and they say, Julian, I got the Ferrari. I got a beautiful wife. I never even met her, right? Never even met her. I got a beautiful wife. I got 3 kids. One's at Cornell, one's at Harvard, one's at all this other stuff.
Absolutely.
And I feel like absolute shit at the end of the day. So like you think like, oh, he has it all out for him, and you look at him and he's just unhealthy, right? So like people completely differentiate mental health from physical health,
Yeah.
right? It's one body,
Right.
right? I promise you, if you're feeling anxious, which all of us have felt anxious and
Right.
everything like that,
For sure.
you go take a walk, it's going to be way better than trying to think your way out of anxiety. And it's just such a simple little test that you can do. You don't need a medical professional. You don't need anything like that.
Yeah.
But moving the body and then nutrition are the 2 biggest things that I stand for.
Yeah.
Now, I test because I need to know where vitamin levels are at. I want to know where your different hormone levels are at because we're bombarded with things. That's just the
Yeah.
truth also. So I like to supplement whatever it is that we naturally produce. I put it right back in. Just like if this printer runs out of ink,
Yeah.
I'm not changing the printer, changing the ink cartridge, and it starts printing once again. By the way, we're printing out your results right now. Nice segue, huh?
Let's go.
All right, and
About
now,
to see.
Yeah.
hey, you're getting ready?
I'm ready.
I don't know why you've been scared. You've been in the back. You've been hiding.
I'm just listening. I
You're
like to
too
learn.
big. You're too
I like
big
to learn.
hide, brother. You're too big to hide.
So what's
Tell me.
for the people?
Yeah.
And even myself.
Yeah, tell me.
Why does body fat percentage matter so much?
Yeah.
To you as a doctor.
Yeah.
And then for me as a patient.
So it's a couple things, and I think when you look at your results, like this is just a core scan, right? So you could look at things like visceral fat and subcutaneous fat. Now, this is the truth, specifically with visceral fat, right? When I grab here, this is not visceral. This is
Right.
subcutaneous.
Okay.
Now, if you go run a marathon or you go run a triathlon, they'll tell you, hey, like eat some carbs, you're gonna have some more energy storage. Yeah, sure. The problem is when you start accumulating visceral fat, that's just fat that wraps around the organs,
Yeah.
right? And now it wraps around the pancreas. What happens? You're gonna build insulin resistance, pathway to diabetes,
Yeah.
right? What is fatty liver disease, right? Essentially, it's that visceral fat just accumulating around. Now, on there, not only do we measure the amount that you have in pounds, right? Because I want to see it go down, obviously, but the volume it takes up, right? Because if the visceral fat is just spread all around, it's spreading around all your organs. Ideally, we'd like to see this, you know? But essentially, in terms of weight loss, like if you have an excess amount of fat, for every 10 pounds you lose, your blood pressure is going to get better. Your cholesterol markers get better. The rate at which you put on plaque is going to get better. So if you're interested in making someone healthier, I like to show, I'm a numbers guy.
Yeah.
I show you the data, I show you exactly where you're at. These are real-time results, both in terms of the body composition, in terms of blood work, because ideally we want to see everything. And then from there, we'll make you healthier. You know, and that's how we do it.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
And then this is
check.
YouTube. Now,
Okay.
we'll cover, you can take a look at them, we'll go through them. I want to do his results, and then we could like come everything together, all right?
All right. I'm gonna check mine out. I won't say anything.
All right, is it Joe or is it Joey?
Joe. Yeah, Joe. Yeah. Well, you can put Joey. Yeah.
Whatever you want, brother.
Yeah, that's it.
What's your last
Joey.
name?
Joey, do it. DOIT.
D-O-I-T, all right. Fair enough. All right, birthday?
313.
3/13?
And I don't share.
Oh, all right, all
Your girls know it. I didn't want to give them my
Oh,
information, but
okay, hold on.
But you don't have to put that in there right
We're
now.
gonna put a random date. All right, we're gonna put a random date for now, and we'll see what happens. All right. All right. First thing, we're gonna take your height and weight, brother. All right.
Okay.
All right. So, let's go out here.
All right.
Out here, we'll take your height and
I
weight.
don't know how to read this yet.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. All right. So let's go right here. We're gonna get your height. Face that way. How tall are we, by the way?
I don't know. Honestly.
Okay. Get off. You can see what I'm looking at. Come here.
Okay.
I won't say it out loud.
Okay, okay.
Not that it's bad, not that
All
it's
right.
good. But and then we're gonna hop on you. We're not doing the scan. We're just gonna see how much you're weighing in at.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
That's good. Nobody
All right.
believes
So you saw how he was sitting down.
Yep. Same way.
Same exact way, brother.
Okay.
And I'll position you and everything.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. All we're gonna do is you're gonna put your feet together.
Okay.
Nothing's happening yet, so just relax. So I'm gonna address the elephant in the room, Joey, alright?
Yep.
How long have you been working out, brother? Because Jesus Christ.
Since I was 13 years old, and I haven't gone over 3 weeks without working out ever since.
Alright, now do me a favor. I want you to straighten out the arm. There you go. Just like that. Comfortable?
My back is trying to push my arms out, but yeah.
Okay, alright. Hold that. Just give me 2 minutes. I promise you. We'll be
Okay.
done, alright? And like I told Ryan, you can breathe. Okay?
Okay.
You can talk. It's
Yeah.
okay.
I get quiet when I'm like processing.
Oh, brother, get quiet then. You're all for it.
General Electric makes this
Yeah.
machine.
And I promise you, if you flex, it's not gonna make a difference.
Okay.
But if you want to, go for it.
See those guns.
So since you were 13 years old,
Yeah. So, a long time. What about you? How long have you been? Yeah.
So this is something that's that's also a true story. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Some of the most unhealthy people I've ever met
Mm-hmm.
are doctors. Some of the most unhealthy
read
people
that.
I've ever met.
Mm-hmm.
Because essentially you get trained, you don't have to take care of others, which is a very noble act, but at the same time, brother, you work 80 to 100 hours a week in a hospital. Nutrition is not a thing. Like when you eat, it's more of like, what can you eat whenever you have a chance? And then in terms of your mental state, right? Let's say you went to work and you trained 5, 6 people, you had a great day. I might have seen 7 heart attacks and 4 strokes. I might have talked to 10 different parents. It's a very different, you know, so during medical school, during PA school essentially, you know, I didn't work out. You know, I've always been a guy that loves to work out, and then the truth is you graduate, and you graduate in debt. It's the only place in the world where it's like you might graduate easily with $250,000 in debt. And I just gave up 8, 9 years of my life for this, you know, so it's a very weird process, at least for me, to like understand it. If anything, I feel like it should be free, but whatever.
Exactly, you're right.
You know, I graduate, and obviously, like any other guy, you see that your debt, and you start working your life away, right? And I just got really unhealthy. I got really unhealthy, and I was in the urgent cares, I was in the ERs, and you name it. And I wanted to change that. So that's kind of where also this kind of came into play, where it was like, you know what? I want people to become healthier. Not just be on the back end when something goes wrong, because if you have a surgery you need to get done, go to the hospital. You break a bone, go to the hospital. But for general well-being, you don't go to the hospital. So that's where we come in, and I love things like NAD, things like all these different peptides that we're using, things like hormone replacement when necessary. I think makes a huge difference in how you feel, how you perform, and I think that's why we've been honestly so successful in our first year, you know. So it's really good.
I hear you speak a lot about the NAD plus,
Yeah.
as it decreases as we age.
Yeah.
And how do you integrate that into your system, and when do you recommend for people to start supplementing that?
Yeah, it's a good question. So there's a lot of different ways I look at it. So when you're younger, you obviously have more reserves overall, right? So there's also like oral capsules you can take and everything, and it works. But once you get into like your 50s, your 60s, your reserves are pretty much shot. You know, I prefer, now we have the IV versions, we have the injectable versions that are IM, intramuscular. I love doing the subcutaneous, which are very, very little needles, and you're microdosing, right? So you get essentially what people mostly feel is a brain fog. Brain fog becomes an insane thing as you get older. People become sharper, and they love it, man. So that's how I start to introduce it. And it's basically more on symptoms and everything.
Gotcha. And how frequent do you recommend someone supplement that if you're doing the subcutaneous?
The subcutaneous, usually I tell them on work days, because on work days you're going to be a lot sharper. You're going to be much more efficient. That's the biggest thing. And people love it, man. People love it. Once you start it, you see why it makes such a big difference.
I might be interested in that.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever done it before?
No,
It's gonna be good.
I've never done any type of.
yeah.
If it involves a needle, I'm far
Don't
away
worry,
from it.
brother.
But you said it's subcutaneous,
Yeah.
so that's a super small. Yeah.
Wait till you see my nameplate in the office. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh. You'd be surprised who I've seen, who I've injected to. But let me ask you this: you're not originally from Miami?
No,
Right.
I'm from DC.
From DC.
Yeah.
And how long you been down here?
6 months.
Ah, so you guys are like, how you liking Miami, man?
I'm loving it.
Both of you are brand new.
It's great.
Yeah.
You're in your first year.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Literally same month we moved down.
And you guys started training at Omega, or you guys went to the gyms?
I work out at Equinox, right across the street from my building.
Yeah.
But now I'm going to Omega on some days with you guys.
Yeah, Omega's awesome,
Yeah.
man. I heard that Equinox is super nice too, though.
It is. And I can get my workout in, stay focused, and get right back home so I can take care of work and stuff like that. So it's convenient.
Now I know you were a big fan of fasting.
I'm a huge fan of fasting. That's all I've been doing for the last like 10 to 13 years.
You're all done, brother. So
Okay.
talk to me about that. What was your thought process when you first started doing that?
So my thought process behind it is,
Because it works.
yeah, it definitely works.
Okay.
But a lot of us
Yeah.
put food in our bodies, and to not believe that there's toxins in the food is just ignorance. Like there's toxins in everything that we eat, even the healthiest things. There's herbicides, there's insecticides, there's all types of toxins in our food. And every time we put food in our body's trying to eliminate those things. It's fighting to eliminate, to protect us. That's what our body does. So why don't we give our body enough time to do just that, to fight off the things or clean like senescent cells and dormant cells and other things that are in our body? We don't give our body time to do that. And most people do it through sleep, but how many people get adequate sleep?
Right.
Most people don't get adequate
Yeah,
sleep.
no, of course, 100%.
So people are not getting 8 hours. They're getting 6 hours. They're eating before they go to bed, then they wake up and they eat again.
Mhm.
So that's where it goes into what you were talking about earlier, that visceral fat.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
fat just starts to build and build and build, and that's how their bodies are. So I'm thinking like this. I can get my caloric. I'm not going to listen to everybody, what everybody else says. Oh,
Yeah.
you need to get a certain amount of protein in the macros. I'm more of a micronutrient person. I feel
Right,
like if
no,
my
no, it's a
organs,
great way to look at it.
yeah, if I feel like my organs are performing optimally,
Mhm.
then my body's going to perform optimally. So I do 1 meal a day. That's my meal, and that's and that's just a nutrient dense meal. I'm getting everything I
What
need.
time of the day? Does it change?
It stays between 5 and 7.
5 and 7
Yeah,
p.m.
between 5 to 7, and I don't go to sleep until like midnight, and I
Okay.
don't get up until like 10. So I have a window
Yeah.
that I can get up around that time. So I'm always getting my 8 hours of sleep. Sometimes I might get 7.5, but I'm always getting 8 hours, and that's so important to me. And that meal, like my body has adapted, so I don't even get hungry.
Yeah.
I can go throughout the entire. I can go 2 days and not eat, and my body won't eat. If my body doesn't need it, and I'm an intuitive eater, so I eat when my body tells me it's time for me to eat. I take in, if I need to take in additional fats, I might take an additional half of an avocado, or I might take in a little bit more protein. I'm an intuitive eater. I listen to my body, and I feel like a lot of people are not in touch with their body. They're not aligned because
And
they're
they
aligned
just
with all.
listen to recommendations that
Yes.
may not apply to you because everyone's different, right? Because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, what works for you
Yes.
will not work for him.
Mhm.
Or and even if it does, maybe it doesn't work for me.
Mhm.
And that's a concept also that when we go into like essentially testing your levels for everything, right? You might respond super well to this and you might not. So it's about optimization. What does that mean? It means you got to know your body and you got to know your body because you function better on some things whereas he might function better on different things.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I like to bring in all of, like everything, you know? And ideally, I'm allowing you to track yourself, right?
Yes.
Because everything from kidney function tests,
Mhm.
liver function tests, inflammatory tests,
Mhm.
we offer. And that there's a reason behind all that. But let's see your results, brother. All right. Let's see your results. These are going to print out.
Okay.
So you get all your results immediately. And we also scan it into our system.
Mhm.
So a lot of people like to send it to different doctors or different
Yeah.
trainers or different PT, whatever it is.
Mhm.
You have both the PDF version and the printed version right in front of you.
Okay.
And I know you're the camera guy, but if you want one eventually, you're more than welcome
Sounds good, I
to get a
appreciate it.
DEXA scan. All right. Takes nothing out of my day.
Man, I did my calculation.
Tell me.
I'm a little. I think I did the fat mass divided by the total mass.
Okay. Well, it should tell
Times
you. Your,
100.
it should tell you your total body fat percentage right here. We're gonna go. These are all your body fat
I
percentage.
see.
You don't gotta do math, brother.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You can if you want to, but it's unnecessary. All right, let's go. If you want, put it back on your
Let's go.
shoes.
Let's go.
We'll go right next door, and
Okay.
we'll start talking.
Let's get it.
Yeah. You know what? We go next door. I'll just put them on over here. Over
Yeah,
here.
that was really cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Cool. Let me get behind you.
Hey, cinematic is giving a really grainy look.
Oh,
I just changed it over to the regular video.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, keep it on. Yeah.
So I told you to look at my nameplate, right?
Yes.
There's an on there for a reason. All right.
You can go over here.
Yeah, you come with me. All right, guys. So
a couple of things. First of all, it's your first time getting a DEXA, so I'm gonna walk you through a couple of things that I like to focus on, because there's a reason why a lot of, for example, even the bodybuilders love this machine. So first of all, if you're doing the bulks, if you're doing the cuts, how do you know if it's working? How do you know what you're cutting? How do you know what you're putting on? So essentially, the first thing I look at is how much fat content you have on your body. Right, this is in terms of pounds that you have, and I also know how much muscle mass you have on your body at the same exact time. So a lot of people in 3 months, 6 months, they'll come back in, and let's say it goes up 5 pounds. They go, wow, Julian, I put on 5 pounds of muscle mass. Where did I put it on? Essentially, you come down up here, and these are the most accurate measurements in terms of everywhere you put on muscle mass. So for example, we look at your arms, your legs in terms of total mass. Right. Now, a cool perspective on this is the difference. Why? What does the difference mean? We're looking for muscle imbalances. So I'll tell you this. I have a lot of guys that come in, they've had an ACL tear, they've had a shoulder injury, and they don't notice. Maybe they're benching, right? And they're using both arms, they think they're using both arms evenly, and I see a muscle imbalance. Or they're squatting, and I see a muscle imbalance. So for example, if you look at the difference, right, you'll see you have a little muscle imbalance, right? Whereas you're right on the money, brother. You're right on the money. On both you're right on the money. So these are little muscle imbalances that obviously you have a lot of muscle mass on you. It's gonna happen, right? But then you kind of, next time you train, you realize that, you're like, okay, well, if my left arm for whatever reason is larger than my right arm, start with your right arm and match whatever your right arm does to your left arm, And that's kind of how we try to ideally fix these little muscle imbalances. Now, you're gonna know your body fat percentage, which is absolutely ridiculous. But let me tell you, that's amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
I would not.
yeah. So I have a lot of guys. I tell people, like, especially men, you're young, you're athletes. I want you in the 15s, the 14s, somewhere in the teens, As you drop even lower, you're gonna get way leaner. But this is just your body composition. Does this make sense so far?
Yeah,
Yeah?
sure.
All right, cool. Now, the next part that this also looks at is your core scan, right? And this is where visceral fat plays into a role, subcutaneous fat plays into a role. And the reason why you'll see dots everywhere is because essentially you're gonna get trends, right? This will become line graphs to measure how you've changed over whenever time you come in. So if we do like this, I like to focus on a couple different sections, right? So what in the world is the android region? It's your abdomen, okay? So just from this little picture alone, you can see that visceral fat is that number 1 layer right around your abdominal organs. So when you grab here, it's not visceral fat. This is subcu, okay? Now, there's a couple things we look for. Now, we do look for how much muscle mass you have in the android region. So like abdominal muscle, right? But I like to focus on essentially how much visceral fat and how much subcu fat you have in terms of both pounds and volume. Pounds and volume. Why? Because like we said over there, I want it not just only to decrease in the amount that you have, but also shrink in terms of the amount of space that it's occupying. And this is how essentially I'm able to track people, right? So let's say you train a bunch of people and you could tell them, hey, look, in 3 months, I guarantee you I could put on some more muscle mass on you. And that's how a lot of these people work. They'll bring in their clients, they'll come in, they see the results, and then in 3 months they come back in, they get it again, and they're like, holy crap, Joey put 20 pounds of muscle on me, and then they're happy. So that's kind of how we work. It's kind of how we work. Tell me, any questions, any concerns? Tell anything.
No. How does this rank amongst just period, people?
In terms of percent body fat, in terms of muscle mass.
In terms of health.
In terms of health, so these are extremely healthy results. Okay. Now, I'm always a big fan of, for example, in terms of body composition, you want your body fat percentage to be lower, right? I have people that come in, they're 40-50% body fat, which is ridiculous. But you have anywhere between 10-20 pounds of visceral fat. And we're gonna do a really fun little experiment. You both lift weights. You're gonna tell me how much this weighs.
Oh man.
Right? And then you're gonna tell me how much this weighs. Do you guys have hands or no?
Hands.
I got 2 of them.
How much does that weigh? Have a number in your head, and now you pass it to him. How much does that weigh?
I mean, wow. I mean,
Come on, man. I saw you at the gym yesterday. Right?
I mean, it's like got to be between 8 and 12.
8
I'll
and
go.
12? What do you think?
I think it's 3.
That's 5 pounds. That's
okay.
5 pounds is 5 pounds. So I've had people that come in and they have 9 pounds, 10 pounds of visceral fat that is just in their core. Think about the amount of inflammation that's going
Yeah.
through them. And now, forget the cortisol levels. Their cortisol levels are through the roof. That's not a good look on you.
No, it's not. It's bad.
But essentially, I try to show people this because if you have 0.2 of a pound, you have basically right here,
Mhm.
right? Barely anything, which is very normal. In most of my male athletes, I shoot for less than 0.5 pounds of visceral fat.
Mhm.
That's like the ideal athletes that come in. You're at 0.2. Amazing, But I try to show people this because it's like, this is real. And
Yeah.
if that number comes up and it's 6 pounds, you have more than this just right here.
So I'm at 0.5 for
So,
visceral.
in general men, less than a pound. But in my athletes, which you are one of my athletes now,
Okay.
we're gonna push you under 0.5. You're right there too.
Let's go.
All right? Make sense?
So that's a good result. That's healthy.
Those are amazing results.
Okay.
Now, there's also, this is just body composition, right? So like, there's also bone density, which is more common in women for issues, but then comes into like account blood work and stuff like that, where it's like we're looking at vitamin levels, we're looking at plaque disease, we're looking at ideally plaque reversal, hormone tests, everything, because we want to know what's going on. But I'm happy you guys came in, man. I
Yeah,
hope you guys had
that
a good
was awesome.
experience. I
Had
hope
a
you guys
great
had a
I
good
just
Yeah.
learned a bunch.
Yeah. Yeah, and I need your. I'll take your card as well.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah.
Now, everyone gets one of our clients. These are all patients. Essentially, you get your own book,
Wow.
right? I can't show you this because these are obviously patients, but
Mhm.
it will have your DEXA scan, it will have your blood work, it will have recommendations, treatment. It has everything.
Okay.
Because some people like they have Quest on their phone, they forget their password,
Yeah.
right? It's
Yeah.
like it's the most like
I love the
it's like the worst way to do medicine.
Yeah,
yeah.
I have all of your, for example, your records scanned not only to the system, right? So you can access them online, but you also have a packet. So it's cool, man.
I do want to come back because at some point I want to do a test because everybody always thinks that I take some type of like anabolic steroids. So I
we'll
want
test.
to go test
Yeah,
just
yeah.
to make
Yeah.
to put that and I'm
And
gonna
it'll
post
be
it on my
public.
page.
It'll be
Yes.
public.
Yes.
Okay, there's no lying here.
Because I'm the natural guy.
Okay.
I'm the true natural
I've
guy.
had a
I've
couple
never done
people-
I never
anything.
said you were
Yeah.
natural,
I know,
brother.
but most people. I'm just saying. I'm saying it for the camera because everybody always says as soon as they look, oh, this guy, he's on something. He's
I
on
had
something.
5 DMs last week.
Yeah, see.
That guy is juicing
Yeah,
up. I'm
see.
like, no, he's
Oh,
not.
we'll make
Okay.
sure. We'll make sure. We'll
Yeah.
make sure.
Yeah.
We'll check everything.
Yes, please.
Okay.
And if you can do a history check, like to see if I've ever done it, I want you to see if there's any
Yeah,
residual
yeah.
or anything because it's never happened.
All right, well, let's put it to the test. All right.
Yes, please.
Numbers don't lie.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
guys.
Awesome.
It's been a pleasure. Hey, I'm gonna see you guys later.
Oh,
all
yeah.
right.
Thank you,
Well,
brother.
All right.
Thank
Hey,
you so
it's
much.
a pleasure for you guys to come in.
Man,
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
that was awesome.
Yo, thank you guys for coming in. I love spreading more and more health and everything. It's
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know the Pure right there. So
Yeah.
we've been using this like supplement app,
Yeah.
and it tells you the quality
Yeah.
of everything.
That's a good
Pure, they're always like 9.5 or higher. It's
Yeah.
out of 10.
Yeah.
They're always super, and I didn't think that because it's actually like one of the more inexpensive options
Yeah.
on Amazon. But it's
It's you know what it is. A lot of times it's the fillers,
yeah.
Mhm.
like what wraps around the capsules, like everything that you change it, right?
Yeah.
And you can save a couple bucks, but
Did you tell him about Revival?
No, I'm launching a supplement in 2 to 3 months.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Well, way to
I'm
drop
not
that
allowed-
on
I don't
me
really
right
have
now.
information.
The hell, man?
Not too much.
Not
It's,
too much.
it's around anti-aging, so it's going to
Okay.
have some of the key components, key compounds in it: resveratrol, CoQ10. Yeah,
CoQ10,
pretty much
yeah.
everything you have on there. Ubiquinol,
Yeah.
yes, everything you have on there. It's pretty much going to be in this supplement, and I'm going to give you a little bit more information about it the closer we get. 'Cause
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
still, kind of finalizing the formula. There's going to be an AM stack and a PM stack. A PM stack that has
Ooh.
the magnesium.
So
yes.
So you're gonna like this.
Yes.
These are our little pill cases, right?
Oh,
If you notice, they're all labeled,
Mhm.
right? But you have your AM and your PM.
That's
Yes.
sick.
Right?
Yes. Yes.
Because different. People don't know. They just take their vitamins all together.
Yeah.
And it's like there's fat soluble vitamins,
Yes.
right? Then there's vitamins you can take on an empty stomach. It depends. Depends on
Yeah.
what you're taking.
Yeah.
But hey, brother,
Yeah.
when you know, let me
Yes,
know.
I
All
will.
right?
I will.
That'll be
We'll,
good.
we'll do something together.
Cool.
Definitely.
100%, man.
All right.
All right, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
100%.
Thank you.
You're back. You're back. You're back.
Oh yes. You have your glasses?
I do.
Okay.
I always tell my friends to remind me about my glasses so I don't need.
Exactly. Thank you so much.
Of course, how was it, guys?
It was awesome. It was awesome.
I'm so happy to hear that. And feel free to come back and see us in a couple
Oh,
months.
we will.
Absolutely.
We'd love to see your progress.
Yeah,
For sure.
definitely.
Oh, do you guys want to take a picture?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it.
The cover photo. Yeah.
Sorry, it's engraved in my brain.
So I learned something today. One of my social media, she's been in Vogue.
Really?
She's been in Vogue.
Wow.
I learned that today.
Very nice.
Very nice. Shout out
Nice.
Priscilla.
Let's go. Maybe.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
why don't we move the chairs and wait, guys?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like that photo.
Good.
80,000. Michael's taking it.
All business over here, huh?
A couple more. Perfect.
Cool.
Awesome.
Brothers.
All right.
Oh,
See
yeah.
you later today.
I'll see you
probably.
later. I'll see you later. All right.
Thank you guys so much. Have a good one.
Nice meeting you
Thank you.
guys.
Nice to meet you too.
Bye.
Cheers.
Okay.
All right.
Now. Gotta go back to get out mics.
That's perfect because I gotta drive my car over to Brickell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. What'd you think of that?
Yeah,
That
that was
was
awesome.
sick.
That was awesome. I mean, I never knew my numbers.
My
so-
number's high.
Yeah. What was your number?
18%.
Really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't expect that.
I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect that at all.
Would
I don't know.
Would you all say you're happy at where you're at right now, or do you think you could definitely improve? in, you know,
I feel like
certain
I'm at
categories?
8.1%. I feel like I can bring that down.
Okay.
It was mainly, so I just had to do more legs because it was mainly my legs.
Okay.
My legs where it had it. So
Yeah, let me see.
yeah.
So I don't care. Anybody can see.
Yeah.
So mine is mainly my trunk,
Oh, the glutes.
the glutes.
So you gotta do more
So more
glute
leg work?
exercises, more leg work. I would say throw in some
18%
cycling.
is
Cycling. You need to start getting on the
Cycling?
cycling. Cycling is
Okay.
it.
gynoid, android is right here. So this is a lot too. That's 20% of it.
Ah. Okay.
Whereas your android is lower than your arms. You have less fat in your core than you do your arms. That's crazy. Yo, he's got more fat right here than he does right here.
That is crazy.
Now, yeah, mine's about 6 off. Legs, that's pretty good. I mean,
My legs. I gotta work on my legs. I guess I gotta work on my arms too. That's crazy.
so the total mass in my legs is more.
Yeah.
But that's because there's probably more.
Ah. Oh yeah. So your legs can be massive.
Yeah. I've always been a big leg guy.
Yeah.
Like, it's always been like my strongest arm.
Yeah. So now I'm telling you, do cycling. That'll change. Based off of those numbers, that will focus on that area.
Am I reading this right? 18%.
Body fat.
Yeah, what is it?
He showed me mine was 8.1. Oh, it's right here at the bottom, right here.
18.2.
Oh,
It doesn't look like that.
no, it doesn't.
Man, if I
I know. It's
Ooh,
kinda-
I'll be
it kinda-
shredded.
Exactly.
Ooh, I'll be shredded because I'm not even lying. Right now,
Yeah. It
I'm
helps you
already
focus.
seeing my abs
Yeah.
and vasculinity in my chest.
Yeah.
If I really get a pump going,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm seeing my arms, everything. Like I've never had this amount of masculinity,
Yeah.
which is like indicative of your body fat
Yeah,
percentage.
it is.
How am I seeing that at 18% body fat? I don't know, but we're going down, and we're gonna see.
Spin. We gotta get on. We gotta start getting on the spin.
Hell, it's on time.
Me
baby.
too. Yep. We gotta hit Soul Cycle up. We can start hitting Soul Cycle.
Ooh,
Yeah.
those are tough.
Yeah.
Okay,
The spin.
all right.
That's it. I think our goals are pretty much aligned.
Yeah,
Like I have to start hitting more of the spin stuff, the leg stuff. Putting out the legs more.
we can split this into two streams.
That sounds good.
Yeah, because you need to drive.
Yeah.
We need to roll back to.
Yeah.
Yeah, first stream could just be a collaboration with Dex the screener, and then next one could be
Yeah.
Jim.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
It's not bad. So go ahead and cut it here, and then